side of this fandom to the other. In all that time, I have seen a lot of things. Above all that, there is one thing I am absolutely certain of. I am the villain of this story. Valhalla, you know what time it is! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Loki's Late Night Show. I'm your host, Loki, and with me tonight is the one and only Nicholas Glenn from Echo Base Network. Good evening, brother. How are you doing?
What up, motherfuckers?
What up? What up? Oh, God, I missed that. I missed that from Dallas. What up?
Yeah. So I'm just hanging out at the house. My Thanksgiving was very uneventful. I pretty much worked, and I had leftover ravioli.
Oh, really?
I heated up in the oven for Thanksgiving.
Like homemade ravioli?
No, it was store-bought ravioli. Yeah. I don't have all the shit to do to make my own pasta and do my own ravioli, like the pasta roller and all that. I'd like to get one if I had more counter space. So very uneventful. I actually got a buddy from Texas that actually lives in Dallas who I was actually going to meet up and stay with if I would have made it out there as early as I was planning on it. Because of the car situation, I didn't make it out there till the day you made it out there. And so I actually ended up not even getting to meet up with him. But he's an old friend of mine and coaches from back in the day, and he's here at the house. He's in the living room watching Deadpool 2 right now, which he had never seen either Deadpool movie, Deadpool 1 or 2. We watched the first one.
Shit.
Yeah, we watched the first one last night, and he was like, yeah, that was good, man. I like that. And so,
hell yeah, I bet he was laughing his ass off.
Yeah, and then tonight he was like, dude, let's watch Deadpool 2. I was like, all right. Yeah, you like the first one? He was like, yeah. So he's out in my living room watching it right now.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for popping on here, man. I know it's like a Friday night.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm on call. I've already had a couple work calls tonight. That's why I was a little late getting in here tonight. But yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. A lot of people out there. Some people didn't have anything for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I
And
didn't have anything. I was here by myself, and like I said, had leftover ravioli. But I was perfectly happy. The one bad part about it is I fucking watched Master of the Universe Part 2.
oh no,
Oh
no,
my
say it
god.
ain't so.
Like so Kevin Smith was like, oh, the second one has got all kinds of He-Man in it. Like you gotta watch the second part, so you kind of get the gist of it, blah blah, whatever, wait till part two. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out part two. I want to see what it's all about. Oh my god. It is just as bad, if not worse, than part one.
I was
So
all set
bad.
up to review it, and I just won't watch it. I
Oh,
won't
it's so
watch it.
bad. Like the whole time, it's like the whole every episode. Now, I will say this, just to give it some credit, there are some parts within the episodes of part two that have some really good He-Man stuff in it. Like if I could just cherry pick stuff out of it and then cut out everything else, you would have probably about 15 minutes of good stuff out of the whole part two section. So there was about 15 minutes of good stuff that I wasn't offended about, where I was like, man, that's cool. I like that.
In 2 hours of entertainment, are you serious?
15 minutes. Yeah. It's so bad.
Oh, oh man.
Like I really want to. I don't know if anybody in here cares about spoilers about it or not.
I don't. I don't know if anybody, but if you are worried about spoilers for Masters of the Universe,
just mute for 1 second, because I'm only gonna say like two things. Well, mainly just one thing.
okay,
So if you're gonna watch it and you don't want to know,
you have been warned.
just mute for like literally like 60 seconds. Then you can come back, because this isn't gonna take me long. All right, so here we go. Here's last chance to mute. Teela becomes the sorceress.
Yes. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, and on top of that, she exceeds the previous sorceress because she can leave Castle Grayskull and make up her own rules, because she makes up the rules. And then on top of that, Skeletor gets his ass handed to him by another baddie at the very end, who's also a female, and he gets his ass whooped.
Let me guess. Evelyn.
Well, no, past Evelyn. Evelyn becomes like the He-Man of the evil side. She fights the sorceress. It's woman on woman battle. He-Man and Skeletor are fighting. But then after all of it's over and done with, Teela's the new sorceress. He-Man is back to being He-Man. Skeletor's back at Snake Mountain. He's, trashing all over his minions. Like, I could have done this if you guys wouldn't have been here worshiping this motherboard, and they're like, motherboard. And
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
this is it. This is what you're worshiping, a statue. He tries destroying it. It stops his attack and morphs into this woman super creature thing. And I'm like, what? So the main bad person that takes over Skeletor is also a freaking woman? Like, I'm all about strong female characters, but I mean, when it's just painfully obvious that you're just pushing this woman empowerment agenda, like women are so bad off and they need their time to shine, in entertain. I'm like, come on. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Think about it like this. Teela didn't give a damn about the people that died defending Eternia. Tila didn't give a damn that He-Man died defending Eternia. Tila didn't give a damn about anyone but herself in this whole series. Tila. I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you kept this from me. I can't believe blah, 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 blah. And she ends up being the sorceress and being able to do it however she wants to.
Yeah. So Chris Persha says in the chat, Nick, the motherboard was Hordak, except Adora to be revealed later, who will be more powerful than Adam. So yeah, so they do have the Hordak symbol appear above her. So my only understanding of that was that she was just the next powerful person that's like underneath Hordak. So was the motherboard actually Hordak?
Yeah, Evil Lyn has a bulge. Wookiee supremacy. I don't know if anyone noticed Evil Lyn's peen root. What the F?
Oh
Anatomy much.
yeah. I did see that. Like she was like trans or something.
Yep.
I did see that. I'm like, what? Why she got a bulge? Like it was painfully obvious. Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Yep. This is what you get when Kevin Smith takes over your IP, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, it was so bad. It was so bad. And then I see like Enosh. You know Enosh?
Yes.
So I saw him. He did a live stream talking about it and talking about how like comparing it with the comics before the cartoon and all that, and like the two power like him and his whole crowd and stuff. And I like Enosh okay. I don't agree with him on probably 90% of stuff that he talks about on there, because he's kind of on that side of things. But I'm just like, how can anybody who's a He-Man fan like this? Because like him, I also grew up a huge He-Man fan.
Oh yeah, I've got the. You remember the storybooks that came with the
the figures.
I've got every single one of those.
Yeah.
I have the entire collection, and I've got the big master book that has all of those stories in it. None of this shit was ever in any of that. There were no bulges on Tila or Evil Lyn. There was no Hebel Lyn smash. There was none of that shit in there.
Yeah, the only thing that I will say that I'll give Enosh credit for to pointing out that was in the comics, that wasn't in the cartoon, that was in this show is the the power swords that basically split in two. That was actually in the comic book.
Yes.
Back in the day. But that's not what anybody's complaining about.
But that's not what it was either.
Yeah.
He had a fake.
Yeah.
Skeletor had a fake sword. That was the whole point of that, was it was a fake sword. It was a replica.
Because when you bought a Skeletor, anybody who lived back in the 80s who got Masters of the Universe figures growing up, Skeletor had the exact same sword as He-Man, except it was just a different color.
Yep.
But it was the exact same mold. It was the exact same sword. Of course, he had his staff in the cartoon series. I don't actually ever remember him having a sword in the cartoon series.
He had it in the movie with Dolph Lundgren. He pulls it out of his cape. He pull at the very end when he's on his knees, but He-Man breaks that sword. It's like, I have the real one, you have a fake one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And the thing is, I really hate that, because I remember when when the trailer first came out,
it looked badass. Need a hero.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, they are fucking coming out with another He-Man cartoon, and the animation looks great. Which, same thing with season 1, with season 2, the animation was amazing in the entire show. Even though the story and the character arc and everything else sucked, the animation in it was great throughout. Oh, and they made Ram Man. Ram Man is Mexican now.
Mexican Iron Man has some diversity inclusion in He-Man.
Yeah,
Finally,
I
that's where all the
I hate
Mexicans
Mexican
went.
Iron Man's not here tonight because I was about, "Hey, Mexican Iron Man, you got, freaking, representation in the new He-Man. The
Yes.
Ram Man is now Mexican, in, the new He-Man series." So, it's just like and it's and, Danny Trejo does the voice for Ram Man,
Yes.
which I like him. He was on Midnight's Edge earlier this week.
Yep, he was.
Great interview.
Man, him and Robert Meyer Burnett at the beginning going back and forth.
Oh,
You're
it was
not going to
awesome.
get two more kick-ass guys coming out of Hollywood than them two. Danny Trejo and Robert Meyer Burnett sitting there having a conversation. I was
Yeah, it
like,
was great.
man,
It was
that was
great.
awesome.
But Ram Man, he's not Mexican. You know, like if you want to have a Mexican character, create a new character that's freaking badass that has a significant story arc in a significant
Hell,
part
fuck
in the
that.
story.
Bring Machete into Masters of the Universe.
Oh,
Bring
absolutely.
Machete into Masters of the Universe. Give him a machete and make Machete in the damn Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, and
I'll
have
take
Danny
it.
Trejo
Yes.
do the voice for him. But
Absolutely.
Ram Man is not Mexican, and when Ram Man started talking, I was like, "Oh, it was a total facepalm, cringe." Like, "Oh no, what are they doing?"
An Orbital Nation with a $3 super sticker. Thank you so very
Hell,
much. And
PJ.
it's a fist bump from a pair. Hell, PJ, my brother from another mother. How are you doing tonight, man? We are. Well, I am drinking. I don't know about Nick. I'm sure
What
he's
do you
drinking
think?
too. I think you're drinking too. It's BYOB on Loki's Mornings, or not Loki's Mornings on Mischief, on Loki's Late Night Show. There it is, right there. And I got mine right here. I got mine. I got my vanilla crown, and I am feeling nice and toasty.
God, Loki is still drinking on the same vanilla crown from Dallas, guys.
I am. That's how I'm now drinking once a week on this show. That's all. And that's way more than I was doing before.
Yeah. I just got this bottle today. I just got a bottle of Jack today. I didn't go extreme and get nothing expensive or crazy. Just I knew I was going to be on here tonight. I got a buddy in town, so I was like, we got a fire going out in the backyard in the fire pit, and I was like, hell, I'm gonna get a bottle, have a couple drinks tonight. Which me and him were talking earlier. Me, him, and Coach, when me and my sister got our first townhouse after high school together, that was like the party house back in the day.
Yes,
like everybody, like we were like one of the first people to have like our own place. And we had a 2-story townhouse, me and my sister. And so everybody would come over there, and it would like every weekend was a party. Like the freaking landlord like hated us because there'd be cars in and out all hours of the night, like tons of people there. My sister, she would get pissed at us because she had to get up to go to work early in the morning. We'd be up playing guitar and singing and drinking and all that sort of stuff.
A buddy of mine, that I grew up with, senior year, his mom, it's just him and his mom and his sister, and his mom goes to Alaska for 8 months to work in Alaska.
Wow.
And it's just him and his sister at the house. Wow. Our senior year. Yes, every damn weekend we were burning that house down.
Yeah. There was it was pretty much how it was at our place, and Coach and me and my buddy who's here now, my buddy Noel, and we would just a bunch of other people, and we'd just freaking drink and party and hang out and all kinds of shit. And he's in town, and I was like, hell, get a bottle and have a couple drinks, hang out, jump on the Loki show tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Be a good time.
Have you seen anything about Hawkeye? Since we're talking about shitty shows.
Watch the first 2 episodes.
What do you think?
Not even about Hawkeye.
No, that's totally what I heard.
About this other bitch. What's her name again? what is her name? Because I say it.
Isn't it funny how that works? You got that with Loki. You got that with this. You've got it with Hawkeye.
Kate
You've
Bishop.
got it. It's just damn. I went to play that Avengers game, and it's all fucking about Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
The whole game's about Kamala fucking Khan.
Yeah. So my brother recently he got a PlayStation Store gift card, and he was like, he doesn't got a PS5 yet because he can't fucking find one anywhere because they're like impossible to find unless you pay over
$1,200
on eBay or something.
It's like the same thing with the Xbox too. The Xbox is like that. I was looking at getting an Xbox Series X, and I'm like, $950? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't pay that much for my PS5.
Yeah,
I paid $650 for my PS5.
Yeah, I got mine at cost because I got in right at like 2:30 in the morning when they were available on Best Buy. But yeah, so my brother got the Avengers game. He was like, "Oh, I saw the Avengers game. It was on sale. It looked pretty cool." I thought, and he doesn't keep up with YouTube or game reviews or anything. And I was like, "Oh, dude, you got the Avengers game?" He was like, "It was only $12." And I was like, "Okay, well, you're not out that much money."
No.
But I heard I've not played it because I've heard so much bad stuff about it, but I heard it is not good at all.
The first 20 minutes, like 20 minutes, you go from like playing a powerless Kamala Khan. You play Cap for all of 2 minutes. You play Iron Man for 2 minutes. You play Thor for 2 minutes. You play the Hulk for 2 minutes. You play ScarJo's Black Widow. You play Black Widow for 2 minutes. And then you play Kamala Khan for like 25 minutes. And that's as far as I've gotten. I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to keep playing this.
Wow. Yeah, I when the game came out, I was like, man, it looks pretty good. But I was like, after I saw the reviews, I was like, no, I'm not getting this. So I've not played it, but I will tell you, Loki, what I did start playing, Final Fantasy 16, or was it 15? The one that had
the brothers, the four best friends.
Yeah.
15, hell yeah.
The castle and they're getting the car, and then they got to push the car down the road to the
dude. When it started doing Stand By Me, what did you think when it started playing Stand By Me?
I was like, this is like modern day music in a Final Fantasy. It was weird. Like I liked it, but it was weird because it was completely unexpected.
There's an intruder afoot at the Circle K.
What's going on?
Hello.
I thought you were doing family stuff.
I have been.
Oh, okay.
We got back last night.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I made a video today.
Oh, I haven't even been on YouTube today.
Yeah.
Not even.
I got content out today. 3 o'clock.
I was on this morning, but that's it. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, getting shit done today.
Been doing a lot of good family stuff, and I just did a little quick video today, and I'm sitting here playing some Diablo, and now I'm hanging out with y'all.
Sweet.
Mark says trouble just showed up.
I planned on being here the whole time. I just didn't want to like. I'm gonna quit telling people what I'm gonna do because it just leads to so much disappointment.
Well, like when Loki texted that, I saw that you didn't even respond, so I figured he must be tied up.
Yeah, I didn't say a word. I was like, I'm not. I want to come, but I don't know if. I just didn't know what was going to be going on.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to, and I saw that you did, so I was like, if I could show up, it'll just be a surprise.
Coach shows up and he's like, and I find you two drinking and smoking.
I hear this. I've got a Mason's jar full of ice water. So
nice.
It's
That kind.
It's wild over here, y'all.
Yep. Noel's in about a half case. I was telling him about our Noel stories because he's
Oh yeah, I
over here.
heard. I've been listening the whole time.
Okay.
Daryl the Dillard, feel the bass.
I heard the Masters of the Universe, and now y'all got on
Hawkeye.
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 I hadn't watched
Ugh.
Hawkeye, but I did. So last night, me and my daughter Olivia likes anime.
Mhm.
So we heard about a new show that has great reviews. So we binge watched the first season, Arcane. It's a
Yes.
new
Nice.
show on Netflix. It's a League of Legends show. It was very good. I liked it a lot. It's not perfect. There's some things about it that I have issues with. There's a I don't even want to get into the specifics about what it was. I'll tell y'all off air, but I did enjoy the show, and I will watch season 2. But what really got me excited was I went over to Steam today, Loki.
Yes.
And I installed Halo Infinite because multiplayer's free.
Yes.
Played it a little bit. Very good. Very good. Free multiplayer. If you're a gamer, you have no excuse.
All right. I'm installing it tonight.
The other thing is I got The Witcher 3 Loki for $7.
Yep.
It was a must buy. It was a must buy.
You got all the DLC and all that with it, right?
I got it all. Yep, I got it all.
Nice. Hey, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely.
I'm excited, and I'm gonna go ahead and I think and get. I know the initial reviews. Trust me, but the reviews now are very good for Cyberpunk. It's half price, and
did they fix it?
Oh yeah.
No. There are problems, but those are problems that they're never going to be able to.
Well,
fix.
I hear that with the patches that they've done on PC, the game is really good.
Yes, it is. It is. I'm not saying it's not. There's just some like stuff that's hard coded into it, like the way the cops just show up. They'll just appear. They literally bamp right in front of you.
Okay.
Especially if you're like running, or if you are hop in a car and you're like later. No, they just swarm you out of nowhere. But that's like stuff that they can't. There's nothing they're going to be able to do about it. Excuse me. Oh, burping up leftover.
But yeah, I think I might get that, and that I think The Witcher is going to be my Christmas break game. I always do some kind of game during my 3-week Christmas break, and so I think that's going to be that.
I've never played any of the Witcher games.
I haven't either.
Oh, they're great. They're absolutely great.
Hey,
I've heard nothing but good things about them.
Well, The Witcher 3 was like Game of the Year 2015, and it's like ranked in everybody's top 10 PC games of all time. It's always there.
And
so
if
have you played them all, Loki?
I played them all, and if you get it on PC, you're kicking the crap out of the old console versions. You're gonna play a beautiful game. You're not gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be like, wow,
can you
that's
play The Witcher 3 having not played the first 2 and still understand what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There is like
a story for that.
Okay. Yeah, and there's like a catch up mode. Basically, there's like okay, you want to know what's been going on? Here you go.
Okay.
So, but the beginning of that game, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'll tell you what they need to release on PC that would freaking kill on PC. The Uncharted and God of War series.
God of War is coming to Steam.
Is it?
Yes, in January. I've already got pre-ordered.
Single player stories on both of those. Phenomenal.
This is the God of War that's got Christopher Judge. This is the latest God of War.
So, the newest one.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the original ones with the Greek mythology was phenomenal.
You can play those on PC if you have PlayStation Plus or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. PlayStation Now is what they changed it to.
Yep.
So The Witcher 3 comes out. The Witcher Season 2 on Netflix comes out in December.
Yes.
So it's like
Yeah.
the perfect time.
Yep. So Hawkeye's going on right now. As soon as fake Hawkeye. It's not even about Hawkeye. Like even the intro isn't even about Hawkeye. It's about Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Who's like, I was like, okay, this is 100% MCU. Like Gary's been saying that they're gonna do, and I was like, well, it's gonna be maybe some other people. Like I was like, they might not 100% be doing that. Yeah, there'll probably be some girls in there, but as soon as this Hawkeye thing happened, I was like, oh my gosh! Like he is literally the first 2 episodes. He is in it very little. It is the whole thing is surrounding her because they're like building her up. They're building up, all these new
replacement women,
all female
yes.
Superhero. Like Thor is gonna be
yes,
what's her face,
Natalie Portman.
Yes, Natalie Portman. She is she Thor.
Yep.
You've got She-Hulk. You've got She-Loki. You've got the
She-Hawkeye.
She-Hawkeye. That it's all flipping.
But then you have Black Captain America, who is going to be the exception, who's going to be in there with all the women, and the bad guy is probably going to be some white guy.
Chris Berger says, but Nick, you have to remember Kate Bishop is also Hawkeye, while Clinton Barton is Hawkeye, just like the comics.
Yeah, but it's the MC. And I actually agreed with John Campia's take on this.
Ironheart is coming too.
He was like, I get it. Like, Kate Bishop, it was like this in the comics. Like, yeah, but this is the MCU. Like, so much stuff is not like it is in the comics. But then when they do this, like, oh, it was like that in the comics when it fits their narrative. But all the other stuff that they screwed up that wasn't like how it was in the comics, it's okay. But
and all fathers are deadbeat dads. Yes. Yeah. In the MCU, all fathers are deadbeat dads.
It's like they cherry pick. It's the same thing with like Star Wars. It's like they're cherry picking stuff out of the EU and stuff, and same thing with Marvel. Like they cherry pick stuff out of there.
So since I have you both here, how's Star Wars doing, guys?
I mean, it's not doing really jack squat right now.
Did I just hear Coach Huff?
I mean, so we're gonna get into all that tomorrow night.
I love it.
I've got some issue with some of the crap that's happened in the last 5 days with Star Wars. Just starting with that whole Kathleen Kennedy, her comments about the sequel trilogy characters. She didn't say anything. And all these people are like writing articles and making videos about the sequel trilogy characters are coming back. They're still, they're still going to be around in story. And I'm like, she didn't say that. And like, that's just, I actually want some good Star Wars to freaking watch. So content creators and freaking writers and media can quit making crap up and actually report on something tangible that we see. I'm sick of it. I am sick to death of people just, it is
going to the rumor mill.
Yeah. And it's such a negative space, man. Like, I want nothing to do with that. And they just, any little thing, they just take it and, to the 10th power and make it so much bigger than what it really is. Kathleen Kennedy didn't say jack crap in that interview. Nothing. It was just more double speak. But people just, so that's where we're going tomorrow night.
I haven't even heard about any of this.
Ugh.
I gotta send you. I'll send you guys a picture after the show's over because I haven't taken a picture of them.
I'm excited. I'm sorry.
Now.
I'm
But,
excited about the Book of Boba Fett, Loki.
That's part of what I'm about to tell you. I got the soundtrack for season 1 and season 2 of The Mandalorian on vinyl, and they're picture vinyl. They're not colored vinyl. Literally, it has Mando's helmet on the vinyl record, on the actual record itself, is the picture on the first one. On the back, it's got the dark saber. On the second one, it's got Mando and Boba Fett, and on the back, it's got a beautiful picture of Ahsoka Tano. It's got an absolutely beautiful picture of Ahsoka Tano with both her lightsabers out.
Awesome.
Interesting,
like, oh
because
my
they were
God.
never together.
Yeah.
In the first 2 seasons, like they were never together, all 3 of them together.
So it's a
Ahsoka,
beautiful, it's an absolutely beautiful record collection. It is an absolutely beautiful record set for it's just one disc. They do not have a really cool like slip cover to them. All it is like an open face to where you can see what the pictures look like. So the actual case is just plastic so you can see what the actual record looks like.
Are you gonna do a review?
I'll do a short when Mando comes
short.
back out. I'm gonna do the shorts and I'm gonna show them. But they're the 2 of the best looking vinyls I have. The only ones I've got better than that is the Final Fantasy remake vinyl that I got.
God, yeah, that I saw that. I haven't gotten it, but because I don't have vinyl record player, but I've seen the whole set for that, and it looks awesome.
So, Loki, back to your question. The big news in the last 24 hours for Star Wars has been Rangers of the New Republic is not happening. And I'm like, who the hell didn't know that? Like, we've known that for like
that was shelved as soon as
half a
Gina
year.
got fired.
Yeah, when they sent Gina down the river, it was my understanding that wasn't going forward.
So it's like just bringing all that back.
Yeah,
for
no
some
Gina.
reason that comes back out.
Gina's not on either one of those records. No. So I don't understand. It's why I don't do any of the rumors or any of the shit for Disney Star Wars anymore. I'm like, why? Yeah. What's the point? I get something like the records and I'm like, that is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful set. It's a beautiful record set. I will listen to the soundtrack for The Mandalorian. That's fine. But that doesn't change the fact that Disney is like, what the hell are you doing with Star Wars? And what the hell are you doing with the MCU? And it's the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them is a company I completely dislike. Lucasfilm. Completely dislike Disney as a corporation, but I'm holding out hope for some good content in the Star Wars universe. I'm looking forward to Mandalorian. I hope it's good. I hope Obi-Wan's good, but if it's not, like, I'm not going to be kind to it if it's not good.
Well, the thing is, as much as we crap on Disney for being what they are, and you guys are absolutely right to call it out for what it is, all these other studios are following suit and they're doing the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is a freaking mess, man.
Yeah.
It is a freaking mess.
Oh, and freaking Netflix.
Oh, I know. And all these shows that are potential really good shows get destroyed by their creatives.
Yeah.
Mark asked if there has been a Bad Batch record with Omega on it for Nick.
Oh God, I hope not.
Mark, who's Mark?
Mark Van Vliet tired.
Oh, I don't know Mark.
Oh yes, you do.
I don't know Mark.
Who is that?
Sounds like somebody I used to know. It's crazy.
It sounds familiar.
Happy Dinosaur 8000 says Disney Star Wars. We've got rumors. Loki says fuck off. Yeah, pretty much. I can't deal with it. I really
see. Echo Base has pretty much turned into like the original vision. We were going to kind of cover everything pop culture, but it's pretty much turned into a Star Wars only channel because anytime we ever try doing anything else outside of Star Wars, we get nothing.
We get punished by the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why we started Echo Base TV, where we talk about everything except Star Wars.
Exactly.
But
brilliant.
It sucks that on our main channel, like we can't cover some of the other stuff. We're stuck covering Star Wars only stuff, and with it being slow as it is, and with just the rumor mill and that sort of stuff, like, you know, we pretty much got to hit what we can when we can actually make content and do stuff on there.
So you guys got the exact same. You guys have like the opposite problem I do. Is that I never wanted to cover one thing, and because I never wanted to cover one thing, the algorithm's like, eat me. I come out with a Ghostbuster record review, and it gets 2,000. It gets 2,000 watches. I could do anything else, and it's like, no, go do something else. go back and do your morning show. And YouTube's like, no, we don't even like that. You can't monetize a morning show. Netflix likes variety. For every Dave Chappelle stand-up special or Castlevania anime, we get a Hannah Gatsby lecture, and he must have an IP. Yes. Happy Dinosaur 8000. But you guys have done great with your channel. You guys have kicked ass with your channel.
We're really excited about December, about Christmas time, when we're able to review the Book of Boba Fett and start getting it. And Star Wars is heating up. It is heating up, and it's gonna be really good to cover, anyways. Whether the content's good or not, that remains to be seen. But we'll have a lot more to talk about in the very near future. But like Nick said, Echo Base TV is, you know, Star Wars is our first love, but we like other stuff too, and we want to be able to talk about other stuff. So,
like we covered the Rocky director's cut on Echo Base TV.
I'll do it.
How did that come out? That Rocky 4?
Not good.
Really? You know, I'm one of the guys that did a lot of the fight choreography in the first movie and the second movie. There's a guy named Kenny Weldon, and he actually taught me how to box when I busted out my knee playing football my sophomore year. Kenny helped me rehab. He was my next door neighbor. He trained Evander Holyfield in the Olympics. He's trained IBF heavyweight champions of the world. Just happened to be my neighbor growing up. And
wow.
Because of him, I got to be a Golden Globe boxer. I got to kick some ass and take some names.
My gosh, man. I've known you for 2 years and you're just now saying this?
Yeah, Kenny Weldon.
That's crazy.
Galena Park, Texas, man. I grew up, me and his son, Chance, grew up together.
Like my favorite sport. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You probably didn't even know that.
No. I've got, I watched video of him and, what's his name? The guy in the first movie that fought Sylvester Stallone. Carl Weathers. I've watched video of them just like hanging on the ring rope talking because they're tired because they've been filming. And they're just like, and they're just like laying against the ring ropes talking to each other for like an hour as they're going between the fight scenes, in the first and the second movie, just hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. You see crazy stuff like that and you're like, wow. But yeah, I digress. I don't often talk about stuff like that, but yeah, I didn't know you didn't know that. I have talked about it on the show every once in a while.
Well, we had that other channel, like, you know, back to what we were saying, and it was just sitting there doing nothing. Like, we didn't do.
We started a live channel to do like live gaming stuff on.
And one day, the exclamation point went over my head, like
Bing.
Like one of the guards in Metal Gear Solid, and I'm like, hold up, I've got an idea. Let's call this thing Echo Base TV, and we'll just do everything over there. Gaming, news, fights, whatever.
I asked Coach once, I said, when are you going to bring back the Metal Gear Solid notification to your intro?
Oh, yeah. Whoop.
Yeah. That was a good intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a good intro. I was
Actually,
talking to 24 the other day, and he's like, man, coach has made me an intro, and the guys at EBN. Yeah. 24/7.
Yep. 24/7.
Blow
yeah,
that shit up.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
it's a
24/7.
24/7
Fusion Media.
Fusion Media.
That's right.
So yeah, we looking at this article.
I'm trying to find.
What happened to Coach's Jedi Archives? I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. I'm just curious. Because I know me and you had a talk about that.
So,
me and you.
So the channel's doing great. The channel's doing great in terms of like views and watch time. It's doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
I am getting somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 views a day.
Nice.
And the average watch time is over 47 minutes.
Nice.
The problem, it's like, so this is for anybody that's content creators or anybody that wants to know, like, this is the kind of stuff you need to know. And
yes,
but you have to find out the hard way, unfortunately. And
I thought someone
people,
told you about someone warned you.
All right, so my channel got demonetized because, according to YouTube, my videos seemed mass produced. So I dug into that to find out what exactly that meant, and here's what it means. It means that I have very long videos and the screen never changes. It's one stagnant image that never changes.
Oh, so I didn't warn you about that.
So I contacted YouTube and was like, okay, all right, I'm taking care of this. So what I did was I sent Nick a message because I had an idea. I had a quick fix. To this problem. Okay. Well, I've got a whole library, hundreds and hundreds of videos that I've edited that I could go download and release on Coach's Data Archives. So the first thing I did, I wanted to ask Nick, make sure he didn't care. I went and downloaded all 12 episodes of Why We Love Star Wars. I know you remember that show, Loki. We did a special on you and your father.
Yes, you did.
So I went and downloaded all 12 episodes of that series, and I cut off the Echo Base Network credits and intro, and I put the Coach's Jedi Archives in front of it, and then I released all 12 of those. And then I went and got a couple of our Luke Skywalker tributes and a Darth Vader tribute and little stuff like that. I wanted to put about 15 videos out there that were edited, obviously edited, not computer generated, and I would reapply for monetization. So I get all of those videos out, long story short, and I hit the reapply for monetization, and I was denied the very same day because the content that I uploaded belonged to someone else. So
Echo Base Network.
So there's an appeal button, and to do an appeal, you have to actually send them a video. So I made a 4-minute video explaining how
you're Echo Base Network.
I am Echo Base Network. That's content made by me. And in the future, this is what's going to happen at Coach's Jedi Archives. Appreciate the consideration. Get me monetized and remonetized, and let's go. So that's where we are in the process. I know I'm going to get remonetized. It's just a matter of time. Even if they deny my appeal, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I really like Coach's Jedi Archives because it's a great place to go and relax for a long time. I mean, I've got people, for instance, I put all 8 of the Witcher audio books out. Every Witcher book that's ever been released, you can find them on Coach's Jedi Archives. And I've had so many people messaging me saying, oh my gosh, you got the whole series out. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the next season. This is the first time I've listened to these audiobooks. I've had people comment and say things like, I've never really listened to audiobooks, and I started listening to audiobooks on your channel, and I'm obsessed with them now. I'm going to listen to all of your audiobooks. And I'm like, thank you. So anyways, channel's doing great. It's just not making any money.
All right. All right. Mark, if you are still in here, Mark the Infinitely Tired, or Chris Persia still in here, you please throw a link out for Coach's Jitter Archives, just in case somebody in here does not have it. I'm sure they do. I'm sure everyone that's in here right now knows where to go.
Mark, who's Mark?
Mark the Infinitely Tired.
Oh, okay.
And LR Dice, who has been a member for 3 months and is a warrior of Midgar, says, hail to my 2 most favorite channels of all time. Hail, brother.
LR, roll them dice.
That's right.
So I just found our, so Loki was talking about the Metal Gear Solid thing.
Sound.
This is the Echo Base Network, very first original high-end intro. This is our first high-end where we're like, oh, this is badass.
Yeah.
I remember you said, I effing love it after I showed this to you.
Yeah. Yep. And this was the last one that was this style. And Coach did the majority of this, and then I tweaked it. I think I added like 1 or 2 things to it, I think. But this was the last one that we used. This is the last one that I had before we got somebody to create a really high quality looking one.
Thank you, Mark and Chris.
Thank you, guys.
But this is it right here. I'm going to hit play on this.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Ono, buddy, you read me?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Echo Station 5-7. We're on our way.
Yeah. So I photoshopped. I got a girl holding the camera. If you go back to that image, Nick, I got a girl holding a camera right in front of me and Nick, taking a picture of us with the AT-ATs coming behind us. And on her camera is the image of me and Nick. You can't see it because all the distortion.
Yeah, but if you look
I was
close
mighty proud at that time of that editing right there.
Yeah.
And I thought the Metal Gear Solid was just such a great touch.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, crap. Look behind you, motherfuckers. There's freaking AT-ATs behind you. Yeah, that was the original.
We were proud of that.
Yep.
And
the OG EBN
the intro was way better than our videos back then, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Since we are doing a little show and tell here at the moment, this I could not use this originally because it was too big and it was too long. Oh my God. But someone in here made this for me. Oh yeah.
Oh,
you remember this?
I do.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Oh man, it's been a minute. This is the first one I made you.
This is the very first long intro I ever had. And I altered this over and over and over again, changing it up constantly
It was
over the past 2 years. Yes, it was so awesome that I just kept reusing it in different ways.
Like some Castlevania type shit at the beginning there.
Yep. That's me, always using that green screen stuff.
And that was from Coach.
Yeah.
That
I
was
don't
from
even
Coach.
make intros anymore. That's something that I had a lot of fun doing.
Yes.
Like, really
that's one of
enjoyed
the
it.
I love getting to do stuff like that. I love it when I can sit down and just make a new intro. We just got a new one for me and Dave Bob.
Nice.
The weekend review. And he's a big ass rooster. I love getting to do shit like that.
I like, yeah, it's fun, and I feel like
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go refill.
I feel like that's one of my strengths, and I don't ever get to do that anymore because our videos now are pretty much done. Like, we hit the record button and go, and it's just different.
You know what I like doing? I like making intros for other people, just like you did.
Yeah, I've done it several times.
I made a sexy ass one for Purple. With and her and Arwen, some girl on girl action.
Oh my gosh.
Coach is like, oh, I love getting to do intros. I love getting to do intros. I love getting to do skulls. That's some of the funnest times for me, is getting to do short videos, because I love doing my own music videos. I absolutely love it. LR Dice with a $10 super chat. Money type, but my two channels together, I got to throw a 10 at least. Much love to you guys and everyone in here, and loving these throwbacks. Thank you so very much, LR Dice, for that $10 super chat, brother. And we are definitely we're going to give you, you know what we're going to do? We're going to, because Echo Base is here, we're going to give you the nipple gun. Skull! The nipple gun. Coach made a dope Snap Crew intro for us at Yonder Back.
I remember that too. I loved it. We did that live too. I was live on their show, and I was like, I'm making y'all an intro right now. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
I love it. If there's that's the thing, man. We've all had such a, and when I say we, I'm talking about us and you. We have such a great community of people. Like,
absolutely.
So when our people need any help with any of that kind of stuff, I'm gonna help. I want to be there to help. So
yeah. No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And then
yes,
that's
sir.
some of the funnest stuff you can do. I used to, dude, every week we were changing the intros because we were hopping through 5 different channels. Every week I was changing the intro for the comic book roundtable, and we were having it on 5 different channels. So that was 5 different channels I had to keep up with each week and change the intro for, and change the music for, and redo bits here and there. And as much as I was like, oh my God, if I redo this video again, I'm going to kill somebody. I love doing stuff like that. I do.
So what happened to me now is that I started focusing on the actual show production and what it looks like instead of the intros. And, you know, I just started one thing after the other. They just build on top of each other when you're learning a new system like a Streamlabs OBS. And so that's the majority of my questions now. People don't ask me about intros anymore. It's like, so how do you do this? How do you
work Wirecast?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I actually uninstalled Wirecast. I don't see us ever going back to it, because Streamlabs OBS, honestly, it runs better, it looks better, it's easier to use. The Streamlabs OBS at this point, like a year ago, I couldn't have said these things, but they have updated it, and the things that kept us from using it, they've added them now.
Really?
They've added the things that we need, like being able to highlight chat. Like, you could highlight people's comments. Well, now you could do that in Streamlabs OBS. Easy. So it's like, okay, this is the no-brainer.
All right, I'm downloading it right now. Getting downloaded. I used to use it, but the problem is every time it updated, everything got screwed up.
We've had
everything
no
went
problems.
Everything went flush and went swirly. All my settings changed. The streams, the game streams, because I use that for my game streams.
So
but every time
we're only using StreamYard now for pop-ins. That's it.
That's
and it's
amazing.
actually a window in Streamlabs. Like I throw out the StreamYard link for everybody to join, but it's just a screen share. So we're not even, I'm using StreamYard as a tool to allow, 8 people to get in here and chit chat. That's it.
Well, I remember
the broadcast is still Streamlabs OBS.
I remember when you were trying to use Zoom and the other one.
Oh yeah,
to talk on Wirecast, and I was like, why don't you? And I was like, why don't you use StreamYards? And you were like, Loki, I can't because we got to do this. We got to have this. We got to have this. I said, no. Why don't you screen capture the room?
Yeah. So we did that back then, but the problem for whatever reason with Wirecast is that the picture quality was always bad, and it was really distorted. You could do it, but it just didn't. There was a big drop off in performance and quality. So that got us out of doing it, but now it looks good.
Bill McCracken asked, when are you going to finish watching Star Blazers?
Never, Phil. Never.
And he says, justice for Nick. Lady Mist with a $5 super chat. All your intros are great, but you have one skull. Rocks the world. Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Ask and thou shalt receive. Lady Mist, thank you so very much for that $5 super chat. And I know which one you want. You want a little toxic femininity tonight. Skull! You know what's funny?
Nice.
You and I had the exact same idea because I threw that out there one morning, and Mark comes in and goes, Did Coach talk you into doing that? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, he just did this Conan thing the other night where he said thank you. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I go and watch the stream, and you have almost the exact same thing.
That's a great scene, man.
Yes. Yes.
Great
minds think alike.
That's a super chat thank you video, same as you. So that is funny.
Yeah,
I haven't used it in a long time, but I've still got it.
And of course, toxic femininity because it's Conan. Of course, it's Conan.
Oh yeah.
I want to see the rest of that fight now. Yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
yes.
for real.
Go watch Conan tonight. Go watch Conan. Did you see Ghostbusters?
Yes.
What did you think?
So I will say that let me think of, wow, you just put me like dead on the spot.
Right on the spot.
All right.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought in the world that we live in today, that made it a great movie. The world that we live in today. If this was 20 years ago, it would just be an average or a pretty good movie. That's it. But the world we live in today, that movie was great because they did not sabotage Ghostbusters.
No.
They honored what Ghostbusters is all about. They honored the original cast, the original team. Now, I will say what little criticism I do have is, one, I wish I had been able to see the main cast more, but I think everybody felt that way. However, I loved the end credit scenes. And two, as good as the movie is, and as much as I like Ghostbusters, this movie's just not going to be very highly rewatchable for me. I will watch the last 15 minutes maybe a few times, but other than that, it was a great movie to sit there and watch. I actually went with my sister. Me and my sister went and watched the original in 1984 in the theater.
All right.
And so we went back again and watched the new one. It's pretty neat being able to do that. So yeah, I liked it. not very highly rewatchable. It was great in terms of how movies are made today, but it definitely goes in the mold of this is how intellectual property should be treated. This is how you don't try to compete with the original, you continue the legacy of the original. That's what they did right. And for that, I salute them.
You know, I've already bought the 4K. I've already got it pre-ordered. Already
Nice.
paid for it. And I'm only doing that because I feel like this is where Star Wars failed in the sequel trilogy.
100%.
I want to reward this kind of treatment to an IP. That's the only reason I'm buying it. I completely agree with you. There's a couple of scenes I will watch again. The Stay Puft Marshmallow thing I thought was absolutely, I loved it. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
The end
The little
with
miniatures
yes. Oh my God.
see the
Them
movie
running.
yet?
in the Walmart.
Did
I
you
couldn't
see it?
remember if you saw the
Yeah.
movie, Nick.
Yeah. Remember, I went and saw it the same day you did.
Man, I just, so
I didn't think it was a great movie, like, but I liked it. It wasn't like Mortal Kombat Annihilation bad sequel. I didn't think it was like a bad movie, like that kind of bad movie. There was a ton of stuff in it that I really liked. Like, I liked it more than I liked the Rocky IV director's cut version.
I thought everything that they did with Harold Ramis was great. Now, one of the things that Nick did say on our review of it for Echo Base TV was he wishes that he was sitting there waiting on Harold Ramis Egon to say something, and I was too. And it got to the point where you're like, was he going to say anything or not? And it's actually it was distracting.
Yeah,
it was taking away from the scene because you're sitting there going, why isn't he saying anything to all these people? Like, the ghost in the library in 1984 shushed them.
Yeah, shushed them and screamed at them.
Yeah. But, if it's something that they couldn't pull off for whatever reason that we don't know, then, or if it was going to cost a lot more money or something, it's okay. Overall, I'm okay with it. Even with that scene, I thought, the for Harold that they had in text at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought it was really, really, really well done. Really
and respectful. It was very respectful.
100%.
You had this movie in 2016 that literally hiked its skirt up and pissed all over the original characters. They pissed all over the original movie.
That's the first thing Nick said, man. In our review, he's like, well, it's a lot better than the last one. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Why are we even bringing that up? But that's where he went.
Yeah. And all you have to hear is that one chick after
never saw it.
Dude, so Bankman literally jumps out a window to his death. And that big black bitch is like, well, I guess he wasn't Ghostbusters material. And you're like, oh, no, you did not.
Yeah, so bad.
Oh, no, you did not. No.
I did not even know that happened. That's insane.
Yeah. They treated that original cast like shit. And Winston's in the movie, Bankman's in the movie, and Ray's in the movie. Egon, I don't remember Egon being in the movie.
He wasn't in it.
Okay. But those three were. And they treated them like shit. They made fun of them. It was, the ghost threw Bill Murray out the window. Yeah. The ghost threw Bill Murray out the window. And she's like standing there looking out the window like, well, I guess he wasn't Ghostbusters material.
That's not even funny.
No.
It wasn't. Nothing about the movie was funny.
No.
Like, I refused to watch it when it came out just because they completely got away from the original storyline. Like, if you want to have a all-female Ghostbusters cast, whatever.
It needs to be funny.
But it at least needs to be respectful and funny. And it wasn't at all like from the trailers, from everything I heard about it before the movie came out on what they were doing with it. I was just like, I'm not even giving this movie my money to even go watch it. And I didn't watch it until it came on TNT on cable TV.
I made it to the first Ghostbuster part where they've got their equipment and Homegirl licked the positron guns and I was like, nope.
Oh yeah, she's like,
Nope.
and I was like,
Nope.
what is happening? Like it was so bad. It was so bad. And then there's people out there that are like trying to trash on the new one because they excluded the characters from the last one, from the 2016 version. That crowd is so small and insignificant. It's not even funny. I had a ton of respect, even though I didn't think it was a great movie. I had tons of respect for this movie. Tons of respect. I would encourage anybody to go out there and go to the theater and give your money for this movie. I think it is worth the ticket price. Even though I didn't think it was a great movie, I thought it was a decent movie, and I thought it was very respectful to the OG Ghostbusters. I thought it had a lot of heart to it. But there was definitely some issues that I had with the movie for sure. But all in all, it's worth the money just out of the respect and the heart that the movie had.
I wish Star Wars would do something like this. I really do. I wish we would have gotten something like this for Star Wars. And it's that is why I will pay to have this movie. I may not watch it. I watch Ghostbusters, the original, once a year. I don't watch 2. I haven't watched 2 in probably a decade.
I watched 2 just a couple weeks ago.
And I don't know if I'll watch this movie once a year. I don't know, but I may have like a trilogy or something, but I do know I'm not going to watch it as much as I've watched the first one.
Oh yeah, it doesn't beat the first one at all, and I'm kind of with Coach on the fact of it's not. This isn't a highly rewatchable movie. Like I'm not gonna when this movie comes out. Like I'll probably just because of the respect I gave to the OG Ghostbusters, I'll probably get a physical copy of it. But it's not going to be one of those movies that I watch on a regular basis. Like it could be 5 or 6 years down the road before I watch it again. It's just not that kind of movie for me. But it is worth seeing for sure. It's still in theaters. The weekend is the weekend. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely give your support for this movie. If you haven't seen it, go to the theater, go see it. It deserves people's money for sure.
42 days till it's out on digital, and it's going to be a month after that when it comes out on disc. That is a quick turnaround.
Yeah, big time. Yep, big time. That didn't happen back in the day. Back in the day, I mean, it was like a year.
Yeah, you were waiting. Yeah, I can't. I remember asking constantly every time I went to the video store, is Ghostbusters 2 got a release date yet? Is it coming out soon? Are we going to get Ghostbusters 2? I was asking like every time I went to the video store. I probably drove those ladies nuts. They saw me and just started going, no, we haven't heard anything. Thank you.
I'm about to look something up real quick.
Han Solo Afterlife, the heavenly adventures of Ben and Han in the hereafter. Pay me, Disney. Holy shit.
Okay, so the Phantom Menace came out in May of 99. And
no, I've got super chats on, Brandon.
The episode 1, the Phantom Menace, came out May of 99, and it came out on physical media April of 2000. So it was almost a year later after the Phantom Menace came out in theaters that it came to home video. Almost a year.
Hey, speaking of, I thought about this, but then I forgot about telling you. So when we went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, Nick, the day we went and saw it, that was actually Harold Ramis's 77th birth date.
Oh yeah, I think you said something about that in the review.
Okay. Pretty neat.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for hopping in tonight. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Guys, Next Iron Man will be back, I think, next week. I don't know. We might not. We might have somebody else. I know we are talking to someone who has been kicking down some doors lately. Probably get some shit for that. But we might get him on. I'm not going to say who yet.
Down doors.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Speaking of announcements, Coach, do you want to?
I think we wait.
Wait. Okay. All right. Well, we have a big show coming up. Is that this next Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, this upcoming Thursday. We are gonna have.
You don't want to miss this.
Powerhouse. So Coach is gonna work on a promo
Coming out tomorrow.
Okay, coming out tomorrow. I didn't know. So, well, are we gonna officially announce it tomorrow night then? I guess.
Yes.
All right. So, our live stream tomorrow night. It would normally we switch from Saturdays to Thursdays. Well, because Thanksgiving was Thursday, we're actually doing our live show tomorrow night. But tomorrow night we will announce who is going to be on the show this next Thursday, and this is huge, guys. It is huge. Loki, we'll tell you once you are not live. We'll give you the heads up.
Hell yeah!
I'm sure you could probably guess.
If it's a title fight, oh man, I'm watching. I want to.
Yeah, we got three huge big name guests coming on the show. One
Two
of them,
which have never been on our show before.
Yeah,
so
one of the people have been on the show before, but the other two have never been on Echo Base Network before, ever.
Okay.
And I'm going to venture to say that the biggest one of the three has never been on any Phantom Menace channel.
Nope.
Oh no shit.
Nope,
oh,
never.
I can't wait for this.
Hasn't been on any of the top Phantom Menace channels. Not Geeks and Gamers, not Nerdrotic, not Doomcock. None of them. Yeah, this next Thursday is going to be a huge show, and you guys definitely know who these people are if you are in the geek world for sure, and in the YouTube world. Definitely stop by and catch the announcement tomorrow.
Brandon the Anime Guy throws in a $4.99 super chat and says, Coach and Nick, Loki, it is on fire tonight. Got moved about 50%. Moving sucks. I absolutely agree. I moved in July. Yeah. You all be awesome. Thank you so very much, Brandon. Thank you all. Everyone who sent in a super chat tonight, thank you so very much. And I have a special, let's see here. Where are you? Here we go. Skull!
Later.
Oh, that guy's pissing his pants. There is a yellow trail going from one rebel to another. Oh, crap. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Thank you all in the chat for being here tonight. You guys are the very best. Take care. Be excellent to each other. And always speak friend to enter. You are.
I'll even know.
Base Network. And Loki's Morning to Mischief.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know. And we are out. Stole it from you.
See you guys.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe and hammer that notification bell.